Hi, my name is Haley. I'm new to video blogging. I placed in the top 10 in Gothic Lolita Wigs alt model search this past year. Some people on the site wanted me to do some video reviews of the wigs since I have a fair number of them. Today we'll be looking at their curly blended with ponytails series. I have their colors Cream de Menthe and blended Choco Latte. Both are the longer version of the wig, and they're wonderful. I'll also be showing you how to put the wigs on and keep them on so that they don't fall off. Okay. We start with the wig cap. And make sure your nails don't have little hangnails or anything. These things love to catch on your fingers, and if they do, it's a mess. Start with stretching it out, and you sort of draw your hair back away from your head. I go like this, and it looks like I'm wearing a stocking over my head. Usually, if I'm going to be putting on a wig, I'll put the wig cap on first, and then I'll do my makeup afterwards. This helps keep my hair out of my face while I'm putting on the makeup and getting everything ready. And yay! No more hair. Make sure you keep the hair that's underneath tucked up and in properly, and that there's no flyaways coming out, or else they might poke through from the wig. Once you have your wig cap on, you pull out your wig. This is the blended Choco Latte, still in the netting. Let me take it out. This is my first wig that I ever bought from Gothic Lolita Wigs, so it's a bit well loved. I've pulled out the curls in a lot of places, so it's a lot looser. There's a lot of tangles. It's not my best kept wig. I probably could have done much better with it, but considering I've had it for about a couple years now, since around when the company first started, it's in pretty decent shape. I'd still wear it. One thing to look at for the inside of the wig is there's little hooks that you can take that will latch on to the little eyelets that are right down there. And what this does is it allows you to adjust the wig to your head size. So if you have a small head, which is one of my problems, the wig will still fit you. And if you have a slightly larger head, the wig will stretch to accommodate you as well. Just gonna clip that on there. Okay. Now, to start putting on the wig, you just let it catch on the back of your head and you pull it forward. There's little sides that represent sideburns, little flaps, and you pull them over to where your natural sideburns would be, right just in front of the ear. On some of the wigs this is a little more awkward because it's a little bigger or a little smaller than the dimensions between your ears. And from there you go into the back, and now you pull the bottom part of the wig where you attached it before to fit your head, and you pull that down so that it matches up with where your wig cap lining is, which is about where your hairline would end. From there, you can then pull the wig forward. As you can see, this is gorgeous right here. I just took great care of this wig, you can tell. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay. No, I still don't know what I'm doing. Okay. It's a very full wig. It's very nice. Like, it looks kind of rowdy right now, but I haven't been treating it the best. I've mentioned earlier I pulled out a lot of the curls in this, so it's very messy and... Okay. This is what it looks like without its ponytails. It's a very nice wig. If you see customer pictures of this wig, it always looks really nice. For my first wig from Gothic Lolita Wigs, it was a really safe bet because it looks very naturalistic. There's no awkward colors to worry about, and the finish is really nice. It's not overly shiny, and like, it's kind of ratty for me now, but when I first got it, it was super soft, super great, and it's still super great now. It's just, it needs a little love that I haven't given it. This is so awkward, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. So I'll back up a little so you can see. It's a long wig, as you can see. It comes down fairways, very full, and it's a lot fuller at the base as it comes out. And it's still very nice, considering how poorly I've treated it. So that's what it looks like without the ponytails. This wig came with clip-on ponytails. They're very, very helpful. They're easy to use, and they look great. The ponytails are in better shape. I admittedly haven't used them as much as just the wig itself. The ponytails have a hook, or well, a clasp grab thing. See? There we go. And you just open it, and you find a spot you want to attach it, and you just attach it. Ta-da! And it adds extra curl and extra weight and volume and length to the wig. It also adds weight to the top of your head, so it's a little awkward for me right now because I only have one on the side of the head, and it's definitely tipping the balance a little bit. Which is why we have a second one that apparently wasn't really in its net. And you use that to balance out the other one. And the two balance each other out, and they add a lot of dimension. I think you might be able to see how much in better shape the ponytails are compared to the actual wig itself at this point. And this gives you an idea of what the wig is more likely to look like out of the bag when you get it. So here's how you put it on. This is how it looks. You can adjust the ponytails really easily, and taking them off is a cinch. And usually when you take them off, there's a little upper damage up in here, but it's fairly easy to pull out. You just smooth it out and bring it down. So that is the blended Choco Latte. I have another color, and I probably won't spend as much time on this one just because I've already given the basic review of how to put the wig on and how it looks. This is just so that you can see what it looks like in another color. When you get it, they'll come in a bag that looks like this. Usually there's also a cardboard bit that's in the bag with it, and what that does is it just protects the wig from getting flattened. And they come each in nets. The ponytails and the wig each come in their own separate nets. That way they don't get tangled with each other. So the two ponytails and then the wig. When you get a wig, the wig will sometimes, I've found not always, it will come with a wig cap. It doesn't always, but usually if you get an order, you'll get one with it. And to help keep the shape of the wig, there's, you know, foil, paper, whatever, in there. And this is the Cream de Menthe, which is a light blonde wig that has some minty colors blended through it. It's a very nicely blended wig. It's fairly subtle, but it's nice. And this one is, I've only worn this wig a couple of times. I don't have a lot that matches it, but as you can see, it's in really good condition. There's not a whole lot of tangles, and the curls are fairly uniform and together, and they're gorgeous. It looks great. It looks great. It feels great. And really just part of what I found for taking care of it is don't go running through twigs and things with it. Generally wigs don't like that. And putting it in the hairnet when you're done and putting it back into the bag carefully. I haven't washed any wigs, but I do have wig shampoo and a wig brush for combing it. The wig brush works better typically on straight wigs. This is one of the problems I had with this wig is the sideburn part doesn't quite fit properly, so it's always been a little bit awkward in that regard. But for the most part, it's fine. You can bring the wig forward a little or back a little. I haven't trimmed any of the bangs on these wigs, though some people do because it'll help fit their faces better. I've been too much of a coward to try. And one thing if you're taking pictures of a wig is you bring the curls forward so that you get a more full look, so that you can see everything. And as you can see, like, the curls here are more uniform compared to the other wig, and all I did with that one was just pull the curls apart, like this curl, and just pull it apart. And that creates a more looser, flowy, less stylistically curly look. And they match. The clips on this one are a little bit smaller comparatively to the brown one. Oop. Comparative difference for what the clips look like. You can mix and match if you wanted. And this attaches just as easily. And it hangs there and creates a more full look. I found with this one, you have to make sure you get it really solidly on there, which is a little awkward at first if you've never dealt with them. But the achievement is nice, and if you want, you can put, which I think we've seen in previous customer coordinates, someone who put both ponytails together on the side to create a very full look on one side. Very full, very bouncy, very curly, and really soft, really nice. I've never had a problem with any of their wigs. Except, you know, problems of me not taking good care of them. And I believe that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed. Hope I wasn't too terrible or awkward or anything. And that's all. Goodbye.